So we have another Spac Nation update where we have former member Toye, who is now speaking out through the Huffington Post. This whole situation, this whole church is now slowly going to crumble.
They're not leaders. Leaders don't do that. Leaders do not misinform. They do not mislead. They do not abuse trust. Those who are leaders, who are doing that, shouldn't be.
Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent content. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali. Back at it again with another Spac Nation update. And as you can see, these videos of mine are coming more frequently than expected because there are a lot of updates that are going on when it comes to this Spac Nation church, as they want to call it. And now we have a full member who is speaking out, not only speaking out, but she is speaking out through the Huffington Post, because they now have also picked up this story and they are carrying this as well as Sky News, as well as the police. So it seems that we have big corporations that are getting their hands on the Spac Nation church and definitely want to report the fraudulent activities that are taking place allegedly from what we are seeing. Now what we are seeing here is that Spac Nation full member Toye is basically doing an interview with the Huffington Post, talking about how she was misinformed and misled completely to a way that she did not expect. Well, she was in communication with somebody called Jumbo.
The Bitcoin business, I don't know anything about that.
Jumbo explained that she would need to apply for loans in order to raise capital to start her own trading business.
My days, I see Amigo loans. And I see what they've written on it. Oh.
And they were all of them. She was giving us an insider's interview, and I thought it was very, very incredible that she gave us this interesting insight. Is that they are all obsessed with cryptocurrency. They are all obsessed with stocks and markets and trading. And yes, you can make money in that way, shape or form, but that market is not only oversaturated, but it is most definitely overhyped and you can easily mislead and misinform people with this type of market. Because what you need to do in some cases is have a large start of money, and if you don't have that start of money, then you have to carry out a flipping loan. And this is what these people try and make you do: carry out loans. So when Miss Toye was rejected for her loan, she somehow through Jumbo, which is her name, which is the guy's name who works at Spac Nation, what he did was use her name to take out £5,000 worth of loans.
To be a guarantor for £5,000 guarantor, in all honesty, didn't actually know what a guarantor was, because
not just once but also twice, and £550 as well. She expresses this in this entire interview, and where she nearly had a panic attack upon reading these letters that came to her home, that she had these loans suddenly being taken out of her name. Imagine you're going into a church, you're going into a religious entity, because it can happen at any environment that is religious. First and foremost, that's very important. I'd like to say that it's not just a church, it can happen anywhere. You are at a church and you're there to get close to God, or your intentions are different, and next thing you know, you're getting these letters come through a door and there are now loans being opened in your name. God forbid.
My days, I see Amigo loans and I see what they've written on it. Oh, I learned that there was a second £5,000 loan that they had signed up a young person who, in actual fact, I knew.
How tragic this can be. You can tell from her face that she is not only just upset about the story, but you can look at her face as she does this interview and she looks exhausted. She looks tired. She looks withdrawn. She looks like just worn out with this whole situation. And this whole Jumbo person obviously came out with his own little, quotes, and exactly what he said. He's like, from the allegations, the individual and myself had a previous agreement solely to do with business relation and nothing to do with church. Everything was communicated and since then being cleared up. So now any mishaps that have now been reported and taken to the public, as I expressed to you in my last video about the pastor as well, any mishaps that are being reported or being brought to the surface now suddenly are being extrapolated and being taken apart from any wrongdoing of a church, of an entity. This is what I find very interesting here. They are separating the wrongdoing from the root, and they are simply blaming the stem. They're simply blaming the leaf, they're simply blaming the flower, and that's not coming from the root. And by doing this, it's a temporary kind of mishap, so they can continue with the faults that start with the root. I feel like this is what they're doing here. Even the pastor saying, if anything happens under my church, it ain't my damn fault, it's between them and their disputes. This is what this guy is saying here. It's got nothing to do with the church. When anything is reported, we have taken up to find out the truth behind it, and I can authoritatively say there has not been a single report about the things that you have listed. So again, we also have denial, we also have, evading the problem, the blame, because this is the easiest thing to do, that you can digest this issue and continue on with the faults that lay at the root. Now, this is the first of many. I feel like, I don't think she's the first. I'm sorry, I feel like there have been other minor interviews, but this is the first in terms of, being carried out by a massive kind of publication, and we're seeing her talking about this whole situation.
There was a second £5,000 loan that they had signed up a young person who in actual fact I knew.
And it seems like this is only going to get bigger, bigger and bigger. So expect more videos from me when it comes to Spac Nation, because I've done them frequently here and there. I used to do it once every 4 or 5 months when stuff used to come up, but now I'm doing it once every 2 weeks or once every week, because it seems that so much is going on now about this whole situation, and I find it to be, very scary and very daunting. It's just, her interview was just very shaking, because like, you're having names being carried out in your name, and you're phoning up Amigo Loans, you're phoning up these loan companies, screaming and shouting to them or complaining to them that I take these loans out, but it's too late because they've been done. And the sad thing is that she said that she was a guarantor. She does not even know what a guarantor is. And that is a direct reflection of what we're witnessing here when it comes to, the youth, when it comes to the young people who have been taken in. They don't know these terms, they don't have enough knowledge. And if you don't have enough knowledge of a field, it can be more easier for somebody to take advantage of you. And if you don't have that understanding between you and an individual that perhaps this person is playing me, if you don't have that understanding, then it's far more easier as well. And I feel like that in itself is a shame, and they're really putting their fingers into the youth and they're taking down more advantage of them. Just the fact that you don't even know what a guarantor is, I'm not really surprised, because a lot of people don't even know what taxes are. You don't even know, how to rent or mortgages or house. We don't know. We know stuff because somebody taught this word for word verbatim in our school systems. So people can easily take advantage. I thought I'd make a quick video of this, an 8-minute video or so we can get into this topic, discuss it, and let me know your thoughts are, because this video was only released I think yesterday. So let me know your thoughts are. Please do subscribe, click that button for daily and consistent content. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.